I have been working on social security systems, on religion, on exchange, and on most recently on the dynamics of resources, mostly in Southern Africa for many years, such as Namibia and South Africa, but also Madagascar, and more recently on Iran. My second focus is on applied anthropology, which literally means putting anthropology to use, and that is the combination of academic knowledge and field experience for the many professional fields our students are working in, anthropologists are working in. That means we make students fit for the job market, such as development aid, museums, healthcare, educational systems. One of the fields we are working in is education, and more particular in schools. We go to schools, our students are giving classes with students, and it's always fascinating to talk to school kids about culture, about what culture is for them, what it means, what impact it has on their life. We also do research with teachers, because it's the teachers who have these experiences in schools from another perspective.
My PhD research focuses on truth and credibility assessments within the decision-making practices in asylum proceedings, appeal proceedings here in Germany, which means that I work with claimants, voluntary legal advisors, advocates, judges, language interpreters, and several other actors that are involved in this proceeding. Through this, I try to find out more about the decision-making practices in court and the very notion that the decision-making relies upon, which includes focusing on the significance and negotiation of these notions, for example, truth and credibility within the proceeding and the decision-making. I'm excited about my research, not only because I have a burning interest in the topic and I feel I can make an academic contribution, but also because I can use the knowledge I gain practically. For example, by doing workshops for legal advisors with a colleague of mine, Nora Braun, or by using what I learn for my voluntary work with the Refugee Law Clinic here in Tübingen.
So for me, decolonizing anthropology is a core research area that I'm following at the department, but that is also necessary for our general teaching, our research, and our ethics. And it deals with the long-term effects of colonialism, which are still very much in place today, even though colonialism is a period of time that's finished after the Second World War and with the official decolonizing processes. In anthropology, we try to implement decolonial approaches to really look into what this means for our research process, especially when we work together with people in the respective countries of the Global South or the Global North, and we try to critically look into these research dynamics, which are very much characterized by a symmetrical power relation between the Global North and the Global South. So in this regard, I try to implement decolonial approaches in my teaching wherever I can. I try to make the people aware about the decolonial approaches which are necessary to also create the university in a way that critically examines the colonial relations which are also within the university still in place today. And I also try to help my students to understand that the small steps that they are doing towards becoming anthropologists has still very much to do with that same colonial relation.